Hello, today I would like to show you something absolutely amazing that I discovered while fixing this emergency ABB light fixture. This completely changed my understanding of nickel-cadmium battery and how long they can survive. So it's going to be amazing stuff. First, we need to understand what we are dealing with. So this is, as I told you, emergency light fixture. And it means that we've got a battery, we've got the AC in, and the AC in is recharging that battery, that the CFL is not going to be lit, but in case of power loss, the CFL is going to be lit from the battery. So this system is fully contained, and that's make absolutely great and beautiful thing if you've got like a public building. I believe they are required by law. Let's imagine that you've got a hallway, you've got an earthquake or fire, and some metal structure beam is going to be pierce one of those light fixture. Because they are self-contained, only that one will stop working, only that one will be broken, it can have an internal short. That one is not going to be operational, but the second one and the one before, they are totally fine because they do not require any wiring in between. So basically you do not have like a second emergency power line from a battery that got a single point of failure. You've got this self-contained unit that you can even pull from like a wall and use like a portable flashlight. So absolutely beautiful. That unit was pulled out from service, and my assumption was that we've got a bad battery. So I prepare myself for doing a video where I'm going to be mounting those 3 military cells, nickel cadmium 5 amp hour. I will put a heat shrink tubing, and that's going to be a quick fix video. But before doing that, I just hook up my charger to see what's the capacity of the built-in battery. And very interesting thing happened, because this is, as you can see, 3.6 volt 4 amp hour battery. The unit was not pulled from the wall, but it was left in the warehouse, so it was discharged, and you can expect that after unplugging, it turned itself on and then drained to zero. My iMax battery charger have ability to cycle through a nickel-cadmium battery. That means it charging, discharging, charging, discharging, and that is designed to remove the memory effect of old cells. And this is what I came up doing, and I do a 5-cycle mode. Let's take a look at the first cycle, discharge. Since it got absolutely no voltage, we've got a 0 milliamp hour, but the first charge cycle read a 7.2 amp hour. I remind you, this is 4 amp hour battery, so something definitely wrong is going on. But let's jump to a second cycle. And now results start looking pretty good, because the discharge after that long charge read 3.6 amp hour. So as you can see, it is very close to a 4 amp hour. And we put into the battery 4.1 amp hour. So we are going very close. Let's see the third cycle. Here, as you can see, the third discharge read exactly the same value, 3.6 amp hour. We put 4 amp hour, but let's go to the fourth. And as you can see, we gain so extra capacity because we've got 3.7 amp hour and we put 4.1. We have to, of course, count the loss of the heat. We are not going to get a 1-to-1 ratio. So we've got 3.7 amp hour, and in my opinion this is so close of the 4 amp hour that we could tell that the battery is good. But now we should understand what's the magic, the absolutely magical thing that's blow my mind is take a look at the date of the battery. And you could argue this is a 01, so that's going to be a 2001. But let's take a look here at the date, 16 date, 10 month, 91. And here is another, like a handwritten number date, and it is a 91. 91. If we take a look at my calculator, currently we've got a 2022, we subtract 1991, that leaves us with a 31 years. So that battery is 31 years old, and we managed to discharge it with a 3.7 amp hour out of the CLAR 4. That's totally changed the way how I see the nickel-cadmium battery. All of that, the 31 years and over 90% of stated capacity, was done by cooking that battery all the time through that transformer. That part is related to the creating a high voltage to start the CFL tube. The charging is done via the transformer, and basically that's all. There are versions of that light that can be also power when the AC is present, but that model is only designed to be recharging battery. That's why that transformer is small. So let's take a look and see how does it work. Let me undo our wires. Let me connect the battery in, because of course for the measurement it was disconnected. Let me grab the AC plug. I'm going to put it into my goal 0. And right now the goal 0 is recharging the battery. And when we've got a power loss, the CFL came out and we've got a beautiful success. The AC came back, the light turned itself off and recharging the battery. The firefighters need to cut power. You've got a power outage. The light automatically came on, power return, light came off and recharged the battery. After putting everything on, we've got our test. So the AC is off. We've got a beautiful light. AC came back. We've got recharging process. Absolutely beautiful. I've got a similar model next to my circuit breaker box, and any power outage would give me a light to take a look and see what's going on. I do not need to search for a flashlight. Just because that's going to be used for my personal project, I'm going to left it with the battery, so my reselling project is being cancelled. I'm absolutely happy with the capacity that we read, and it's working great. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time, and bye bye.